Plow and salt trucks are working around the clock, and so are AAA's roadside assistance. Technicians call volume is surging right now across Ohio and 13 other states as drivers deal with dead batteries and slide-offs and breakdowns. And Jack Crum is live in studio. Jack, many people across the state are feeling the impact in real time, both in their cars and in their wallets.
Yeah, Dan, that's right. And I was actually one of them. Last Friday, the frigid cold actually killed my car battery and a replacement was needed. AAA says since Saturday, they've seen more than 12,000 similar calls for roadside assistance on a variety of vehicle issues caused by the winter storm and the cold temperatures.
Have been very, very busy with roadside calls over the past few days dealing with this storm.
Drivers start those engines. That is, if the cold lets you. Since Saturday, more than 12,000 drivers across Ohio have faced that issue.
I tell you, across our club territory, we've been looking at all of these things. And the top three things that we saw: extractions from the snow, we saw battery issues, and then we saw tow calls, which could have included a lot of different things, including blowouts and flat tires as well.
Morgan Dean is a spokesman for AAA. He says Tuesday saw a 30% increase in calls for service compared to just a week ago.
We ran 4,839 calls yesterday. 38% of those were for batteries. About 37% were tows. Those were our two big things yesterday. Looking back on Monday, we saw about 3,100 calls that day. Our top call on Monday, about 34% of those calls were for batteries.
Since Saturday, battery problems have led AAA's calls with nearly 4,500 reported statewide, more than any other type of service.
The big thing with batteries is they just don't like cold weather. At 32 degrees, a battery loses about 35% of its power, but it needs about 1.5 times as much power to start a vehicle. By the time we get closer down to zero, a battery loses about 60% of its starting power.
And with the cold spell looking to stick into this week, Dean says it's smart for drivers to be ready for anything.
You know, having that ice scraper, that snow brush, that snow shovel, having blankets, an extra coat, gloves, hats, scarves for you, jumper cables or a jump box, a flashlight, a small set of tools, a first aid kit, and then having water and snacks for everybody in the vehicle if it's an extended time period can all be great things to have with you.
Now, cold weather can also lower tire pressure, reducing traction and increasing the risk on icy roads. Overall, winter maintenance, from battery checks under the hood to tires on the road, is a smart move, according to AAA. Reporting live in studio, I'm Jack Crum, WTOL 11.